Southgate refuses to blame his England stars for shock loss to Hungary. Gareth Southgate admitted the team balance was off during England's shock 1-0 defeat to Hungary and refused to blame the players after a long and tiring season. Hungary took the lead from the penalty spot through Dominik Szoboszlai in the 66th minute and managed to hold on for a clean sheet, thanks primarily to a lack of invention in attack from England. The Three Lions boss attributed the lethargic performance to end-of-season fatigue as well as the heat in Budapest. He also reflected upon his team selection, which included international debuts for James Justin and Jarrod Bowen, and hinted that the mix of new and senior players did not work as planned. After the match, he said, "Probably that balance of finding out about new things and the consistent, more regular team, I've got to look at whether I got that balance quite right. I think the heat was a factor, you could see, that took a lot out of the players, that's why we tried to refresh the team a little bit earlier than we might do normally. I don't want to be too harsh on them. These are games that we need to learn from. We're bitterly disappointed because we want to keep winning matches, and if we're going to be a team right at the top of world football then we've got to come here and win. We've got huge disappointment in terms of that, but as a coach you've got to think about what we take from the game and what we learn from it." Disappointed in the decision which led to Hungary's penalty, Southgate added that a share of the spoils would have been the fairest result. He said, "We have to accept that we didn't do enough to win the game. I think the draw would have been a fair outcome. We had enough possession. The actual result hinges on a decision that was harsh but probably wasn't going to be overturned. You see challenges like that in the box, he's just gone across to put his body between him and the ball. The forward makes a meal of it, but away from home sometimes you're going to get those calls." The defeat put England rock bottom of League One Group 3 on 0 points, with Italy and Germany meeting in the group's later kickoff. Southgate will be keen for a swift response against Germany on Tuesday before facing the Italians at Wembley next weekend. The Three Lions chief added, "We've got to see how everybody is physically, first and foremost. There are some players that we tried to keep out of the game today to try to refresh the team for Germany. That's now an even bigger game for us, if it could be any bigger. England playing against Germany anyway. We want these challenges. We know that we've got a good team with some steps still to go, and we've learned a lot about some individual players tonight, and we've learned a lot about tactical challenge. I've got to make sure that we keep the players on track and calm and ready for the game on Tuesday."